Davy, and I'm awesome. And welcome to Davy's Awesome Movies, where I review the styles of movies that I love, the alternative, B-rated, cult-style flicks. And this week I'm going to start a series of movies that are in no way connected. This movie was made in 1986 and directed by John Carl Buechler and produced by Albert Band, Charles Band, and Deborah Dean. And it was written by Ed Naha and made by MGM as well as Empire Pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, the classic Troll. The movie opens with the Potter family moving into a new apartment.
You guys take care of the boxes. I'll go get some dinner. I saw a Ratburger joint around the corner.
The reason he's wearing that hat is because he did ask the director to give him something that would help make his character have more personality. He gave him that hat and the director said, "Your character is silly." And Michael Moriarty went with it. Seriously, the dad is very silly. And then we see our lead, Harry.
Why don't you go play with your sister?
Oh, Mom, she's a pain in the ass.
Back in the 80s, ass was a no-no word. And that's Harry Potter Jr., played by Atreyu. Yes, I know his name is actually Noah Hathaway, but I don't give a crap. Atreyu! And instead of him keeping an eye on his sister like he was told to, she goes down to the basement of this apartment and encounters this. The Troll! I know you get that it's a troll because of the title, but hey, all the sequels had the word troll in them and none of them have trolls. And the troll takes Wendy's form. Now it's dinner time.
What's in it?
Just eat it, honey. It's good for you.
Yes, good for you. Nutritious, wholesome burgers. Filled with vitamins and nutrients, right up there with broccoli and kale. The troll likes it. See, John Spartan isn't the only one who enjoys himself a good rat burger.
We don't care if you get it.
The next morning, everyone's hoping that Wendy is feeling better. She's not. But her parents aren't really that worried, so she goes upstairs to play with a swinging neighbor.
So why don't you just beat it? This isn't a playground.
Played by Sonny Bono. And so Josh doesn't get upset, rest in peace. His character, Peter Dickinson, doesn't like children and wants her to leave.
Now I gotcha.
Even more so now. And that leads to this. Which then becomes... So this troll is an environmentalist! And this was his first victim. Well, unless you count Wendy, but we haven't actually seen what happened to her, so don't get ahead. So we trade one douchebag for a bunch of... whatever those are. While looking for his sister, Harry Potter Jr. meets Eunice St. Clair.
Well, what do you want, short stuff?
Played by June Lockhart from the original Lost in Space TV series.
Knock before you come in. The door is always open.
Then outside, the troll meets Malcolm.
Are you an elf?
No.
No, but he is the guy inside that troll suit. Seriously, that actor plays both Malcolm and the troll. Harry Jr. attempts to talk to his mother.
Hey, Mom, what's the matter with Wendy?
What do you mean?
Well, she picked me up and threw me across the kitchen. It was a little weird.
Well, you worry too much, Harry.
This was the epitome of 80s parents. Kid turns into a violent freak of nature and... Then Wendy goes to meet another neighbor, Barry Tabor.
You must be, Harry's daughter, right?
Nope. Harry Jr. hears this.
Mom! Dad!
But the troll stops him. And then goes inside. So why didn't Harry just go inside? Harry's parents bring him inside and put him to bed.
Do me a favor. Don't let Wendy in, okay?
Smart move! The next morning, Harry goes back to Eunice's. That's her pet mushroom. Now this movie is weird. Harry is direct and to the point.
Eunice, are you a witch?
What of it?
Then Wendy goes to William and Jeanette's apartment.
Wow, thanks a lot. They're beautiful.
So are you.
Thanks.
Jeanette is played by Julie Louis-Dreyfus. This was her debut film, and she has admitted that she's embarrassed by this movie.
This is your suitor?
No, that's my boyfriend. His name's William.
The actor who played her boyfriend William was Julie Louis-Dreyfus's actual boyfriend, Brad Hall, who actually later became her husband and is still her husband today. But this is the only movie they've been in together, unless you count the voiceover work they both did in A Bug's Life. Then we go back to Harry and Eunice. She told him about how she was an ancient princess, but gave it up to become a witch and marry her love, Torok.
Your sister isn't an alien.
Duh!
Then Jeanette's boyfriend William comes home.
Hey, Jeanette, hello?
But where's Jeanette? After this, Wendy goes to talk to Malcolm, and while he is talking to her about the fact that he has cancer and is not long for this world, she then asks him if he ever actually wanted to be a real elf. Dude!
Welcome, brother elf.
And the look on that little elf's face says, please bring back that sweet, sweet cancer. The next morning, Eunice fills Harry in on the rest of the story. How Torok, the guy that she loved and was going to marry, was a fairy and wanted fairy kind to control the entire world. They stopped him and condemned him to being a troll. So the troll is Torok. Now he's trying to make another fairy world out of this apartment complex and build an army of fairies to go and take over the world. So Harry and Eunice must stop him before the day is out, or it will be too late!
Plunge this weapon deep into the heart of Torok's universe.
All those cool swords behind him, and you gotta use what looks like a fancy shower curtain rod? She sends Harry on her way and takes her hair down.
Torok, you harm one hair on Harry's head.
Wow, June Lockhart takes her hair down and suddenly she looks like her daughter Anne Lockhart. Low budget. Eunice goes through the door and into the Wonderland. So she retreats to go get another weapon. You may have a sword, but apparently Torok is a Green Lantern. Harry Jr. goes to find Eunice.
All right, kiddo. It's up to you now. Don't blow it.
He found her.
Get in there and save your sister.
And Harry finds his sister.
Wendy.
His real sister. And he also sees this. Torok sends his beast after Harry, but it starts to go after his sister Wendy.
No, not the girl!
So Torok has no choice. So Harry grabs his sister and runs through the door.
Gotcha.
And now they leave.
You did pretty good in there. For a human.
But he didn't really do anything. Like, Torok destroyed his own world. Well, not completely. It's a little windy. Now, this leaves it open for a sequel. But there is and isn't one. Like, there's actually technically 4 troll movies, but this is the only one that has a troll, and none of them have anything to do with each other. But we'll get more into that later. So as far as this movie, this was a low budget, we did the best we could with what we had, 80s style movie. Wasn't very well received at first, but quickly gained a cult following. And you could say it was actually pretty successful, because whereas it had $1 million budget, it actually did a box office of $5.5 million. Don't ask me how, but it has been criticized a lot, and most people did not believe in this film at all. For example, the legendary B-movie producer Roger Corman passed on this movie. Yeah, the guy who made Carnosaur passed on Troll. And as time has gone on and the Harry Potter books have now come out, a lot of people keep making comparisons to this movie and the Harry Potter books, thinking that J.K. Rowling must have watched this movie and been inspired by it. Mainly because of all the fanciful creatures and, of course, the characters of Harry Potter and Harry Potter Jr. And apparently the filmmakers did at some point contemplate filing a lawsuit against J.K. Rowling, but there was really not enough evidence, and she swears that any likenesses is just completely coincidental, that she had never seen or even heard of the movie Troll until that had happened. Basically that she wrote the books and then found out about the movie Troll. And she's British, so who knows? I'll let you be the judge of whether or not you think J.K. Rowling got her books from the movie Troll or not. But as far as the movie Troll itself, it's entertaining. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. It's not the best written, it's not the best acted, and it's definitely not the most aesthetically appealing thing you'll ever see, but it is enjoyable to watch. It's fun, it's funny, and I personally love it. And if it wasn't for this movie, we wouldn't have the best, worst movie ever, Troll 2. So based on that alone, I recommend you check out Troll. So there you have it. That's my movie review this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of Troll. Tell me which of the Troll sequels is your favorite. Love you guys.